So here's an update, and the reason why I'm making this video over what I initially had planned. So, little backstory. Last week I recorded a video of me hardstuck Master 5. I broke that barrier, as you can see, so we're going to continue. But man, oh man, it was a struggle because I was kind of. I said it before and I'll say it again. Master Duel is not tough until you hit like Diamond 2, Diamond 1. That's when you start getting like actual people that know how to play the game. And in Master 5, I feel like I was just getting matches where when I was playing the Yummy deck, the Yummy Mitsu, I was just constantly bombarded by Max C, FUCC, double FUCC, etc. And so like those are like the type of hand traps that like Yummy just despises to see. So that's why, of course, I have Called By, Cross Out, the Ash Blossoms, the Talents, cause like sooner or later I'm gonna get like fucked over, right? Cause the ceiling for this deck is just so high. If you go full combo, like you are winning 100%. Like imagine trying to play against not one, not two, but 3 Omni Negates, a Field Wipe, plus a Monster Negate that can be really relevant, infinite follow-up with Sprite Alpha and the Lollipop Synchros, IP into SP, Cookie Pop, Lollipop Banish, and more, right? But you have to get there. So I switched back to All Reliable, the branded Dracotail deck. Although after playing this deck for a while, I really just want to play the pure version instead. But like, we'll get to that in a minute. Yeah, like this is probably the best list that I've had for branded Dracotail. This actually comes up having multiples, but I removed it so that I can like hopefully modify the deck and like make it better. Honestly, you probably need multiple Argala, but regardless, the climb to Master 4 has been tough. It is now the 15th of January, and I have neglected myself from like look at this 3 loss, 1 win, 2 1 and then beyond 1 1 1 1 3 4 in a row finally, and then I lose 2, but then like I get the 1 because I lost matches immediately after hitting Master 4, and I'm glad I won this last one because quite frankly I think if I lost one more after that I was getting deranked. So I mean I can't really show you guys any replays, but like I do want to at the very least talk about my experience so far. The Master Duel meta has never been better, at least as of late, right? So at the moment I am going to stick with Dracotail, and I'm probably going to move towards playing the pure version. But before that, I do want to just have a little discussion as to like how tough it's been even trying to get there. So I've been playing the Yummy Mitsu deck mainly just in Master, because by the time that Yummy Mitsu came out, I was already Diamond 1. And the Diamond 1 matches were not tough whatsoever, right? With Yummy Mitsu, it seemed like I was just having a really good string of luck. I was not getting hit with Maxi as often. I was not getting hit with FUCC as often. Or if I did, I had the out and then not able to establish combo. And then boom, I'd win the game. Once I hit Master, every single match that I would hit with Mitsu Yummy, I'd have like 2 good matches and then like 3 bad ones in a row, where the only loss was wholeheartedly to Maxi or FUCC. Now, does that mean that like I just had a string of bad luck? I can't just say that. I have to recognize that I myself also have a bit of a skill issue, because there are ways to at the very least play around FUCC lows, right? Especially if you start with like Habakiri, because Habakiri, you give them the 1 draw, and then you're able to like tribute the Murakumo from deck to summon it. Murakumo add the mirror to ritual summon that. Habakiri add trap, and then you have like 2 forms of interruption, technically 3, because Murakumo wipe coming back is also relevant. With the trap card, the Murakumo negate, and the Murakumo field wipe. And then you also have like monsters dropping down minus 800 attack, so that can be relevant, right? And then if you start with a Yummy name on top of that, you give them the second draw, but it's okay because you set up minion, and then you reborn back to level 1, and then you have even more, not only follow-up, but a higher ceiling, because the following turn you get to go Cupsy, search like Cookie, if you don't have it already, and then like, you know, when you reborn, you can bring back the Cookie, that's a pop, then you can go for the Cookie Synchro, that's, you know, flip 2, face down, and you know, it ends up like increasing your layers of disruption. But that doesn't really matter building a half board when you go against Dracotail, because Dracotail has ways to play around all of that right there. The only thing you really have to worry about is, do they have Purification, which most lists do on Master Duel. So bait out the Purification. Then if they have, you know, Murakumo, you know, you just make sure that you have something that's unnecessary that you can get rid of, or bait it out as well. Because typically 9 times out of 10, they're not going to be able to get further than that while you're also building up advantage, breaking their board, and, you know, going ham on them essentially, right? And so that is like the reason why I love playing Dracotail on Master Duel, because they maxi you, they fool you as a Dracotail player, and you just feel on top of the world because all they're doing is getting an upstart goblin. That's it. And you get to set up wonderful interruption on top of having great hand traps. You know, now the Veiler, I feel like maybe they should switch to multiple copies of Bell, because the Veiler doesn't always come up, but like it's a nice addition. You know, I'll switch these out eventually. I don't want to spend my UR points, but I feel like I'm going to anyway, so, you know, it's gonna happen. But yeah, no, playing Dracotail has helped me advance further into the ladder, and I think that is the deck that I'm going to stick with. Does that mean that Mitsuyami is a bad deck? Not at all, whatsoever. But this deck clearly has advantages that Yummy, you know, doesn't have, that, like, you know, ultimately put it further on the list for me as decks that you should be playing on MD. Now, with that being said, you could also play Pure to kind of circumvent a few issues. But again, playing under the Fulos with this deck isn't even like that impressive when you switch out the Fulos for like a Maxi, for instance, and then realize that same, you know, sequence that I told you guys about is not 2 draws but 5 draws instead, right? So it's really tough, it's really annoying to try to, you know, continue playing the game under those, you know, cards. This one is fine, I don't care about playing under Fua, it's mainly just this fucker right here. But like when the deck puts its full end board, right, it ends up being like the most oppressive deck to play against, because even Dracotail cannot play through Herald and Baron and Purification, alright? Like, there's too much Omni Negation, because you just prevent the fusion as best as possible. And if you have Herald on top of it, even if they go for the fusion, they don't get to activate their monster effects in the graveyard because they're banished half the time. So, yeah. I think that the Yummy deck in Master Duel is just not as oppressive as people would like you to think. And I think that Yummy's like issue against Maxi is only going to increase when we get access to like the K9 Vanquish Soul support in probably a month from now, okay? Because that deck also, you would think, plays really bad into the Maxi until you realize, oh wait, it can just sit on some Vanquish Soul stuff and then play on your turn and then like do well anyways, right? So it's not actually the worst thing that could happen. But that is neither here nor there. That is something that, like, you know, we'll discover later on. And also, Maxi is an Earth. Vanquish Soul loves Earths. So they're going to do well, right? Is all I'm going to say. But time will tell. For now, I will be playing Yummy Mitsu occasionally on ladder, and hopefully I can make it to Master 1. That is my goal for this current season. And we'll just see how far we can get there. So thank you guys for my rant. I'll keep playing Drake Hotel into further Masters and see what it can get us. You know, because all I want is the satisfaction. So thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video. And yeah, peace.